All right, thank y'all for being here today. We're going to go over the TAPR Report, which means Texas Academic Performance Report. And I'll show my attendees. And we'll go through, if you look at the front page, you'll notice that our accountability rating for 2018 was B. And our accountability ratings all lag behind a year. And on our TAPR report, 2 years until the new one's published on the TEA website. All right, and the next page, it starts with our scores, our school scores by grade level. And just going to give you some background, the approaches means they're below grade level, which that doesn't say that there, but it really does mean it's below grade level. The at meets means they're on grade level, and then masters means they're above grade level. So if you skim through that a little bit, you'll see that comparing the district to the Region 8 to the state, we're doing pretty good in a lot of places in 2018, but there are some lower areas, like on grade 3 math, they're at the top. Ours was 11%, but the state was 23% and Region 8 was 20%. So we had some things we need to work on in grade 3 math. So by now, those kids are in 5th grade, so they're going to be working on those skills to try to bring them up however they did compared to last year. Grade 5 reading at the bottom talks about how those kiddos did, and the 2 arrows means that, of course, that's an SSI year, a Student Success Initiative, where they get to take it 3 times until they pass it. So you'll look at all these scores. They were pretty good, except and as I noticed going through each one of these, analyzing, the master's score is always lower. So that's kind of where our district needs to work on, is looking at those higher level kids and pushing them to gain knowledge each year. All right, next page goes all the way through to the next. There's grade 5 science, grade 6 reading, grade 6 math, and grade 7 math, all the way through. And then you'll get to end of course. And I highlighted English 1 and English 2 because you'll notice those are low as well in our district. So we need to work on those and bring those up and focus on those kiddos that need those extra writing skills that probably did not get those in 7th grade. I want to move on pretty quickly as to the next page. I'm on page 6. There's all grades and all subjects taught, where you look at the previous years. You can compare 2018 to 2019 and see how the district did, as well as improvement goes. Okay, I'm going to move on to page 8. And this may be some of interest to y'all because it talks about the domain. This is domain 2, part A. There's 2 parts of domain 2. And the first part is STAR progress measure. How are our kids progressing from year to year? Looks like on the chart, they're doing okay. But on grade 4 ELA reading, we definitely need to make some gains in that because compared to the state and region, they're very low. So there's some things that we need to work on when it comes to that domain. Of course, y'all know domain 1 is student achievement. Domain 2 has 2 parts. Part A is STAR progress measure, and part B is relative measure, where it comes to the comparison groups per campus, us compared to other campuses and districts. And then domain 3 is closing the gaps. All right, page 9 is talking about the, here's a district prior and student success initiative. All these are together in 1 year and the year previous. I'm going to move on to these pretty quickly. The next page 11 is performance by subject and performance level. So it's broken down even deeper, and this deals with bilingual and ESL kiddos. They have a huge impact on our accountability, whereas in the past they never were part of it. All right, and then page 13 talks about the district STAR participation. Here is breaks it down even more. All tests in the whole district. How does it work out as percentage-wise? How we did. And then if you look at the very last part here on page 14, 15, and so on, talks about the dropout rate, how we look as far as our graduates go, and also I'm going to move on to the very end, talking about college ready, CCMR on page 17, that deals with TSI scores and ACT and SAT. And then the very end on page 21 talks about our teachers and it breaks it down by cancel. Okay, breaks it down into teacher groups. All right, do y'all have any questions?
Nope.
All right, thank you.